Hey everybody, in this video I just want to show you quickly how we can update a configuration for an asset that is deployed. So pretty straightforward actually. Notice here how I have a couple of environments and I'm going to focus on my dev environment here. And if I open this up, notice how I have a Go Web API running and it's running to pods. Okay, we can see the history here in terms of the overall deployment, everything that I've done inside of this cabinet, and then we can see if there are any associated domains available. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to asset configuration and I'm going to go to Go Web API, and notice how I already have a couple of configurations in here under the main configuration. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go to dev and I'm going to go to replicas. It's under footprint. There's a couple of other things in here as well, like CPU limit, memory limits, etc. And I'm going to change this to 3. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I am overriding the environment via the cabinet. Now, what do I mean by that? By default, all of the main configurations, that's just like your starting point. Those are the defaults, okay? And then you could change those defaults based on your environment. So if I go back to main and I go to Go Web API, notice how that didn't change, okay? Again, if we just go back to asset configuration, we can look here. We changed it to 3. We go back to main. It's at 2. So now we just have to do a redeploy. Okay, we have a couple of different options. We could either just go here, simply drag and drop it, and then click confirm, or we can do it via the CLI. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to VS Code here really quick. And I'm going to do COD. Well, you could do Codiac or you could do COD, asset deploy, Go Web API, latest, right? Now notice here, I have this cascading of events and cabinets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into dev because that's where I change the environment configuration. And I have 2 assets here. I'm going to use Go Web API and I'm going to do the deployment here. All right, we're good to go. Let's go back to Codiac. Now notice, boom, right away, we don't have to refresh the page. It's set to 3. So that's just how you can quickly do updates. You can also use the Codiac asset config command and do it that way if you'd like.